everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do my Pandas eyeshadows update. I'm excited. I have a little bit of an update to share with you today, and I have been working on these shades. It's just they're taking longer than I thought. There's definitely maybe one that I'm kind of not wanting to go into, but we'll get into that in a second. But anyway, yeah, I have 5 eyeshadow palettes in front of me, so we got 5 different shades. Let's go through the ones that I've used the least. So we're going to start with the Stone Vibes Urban Decay. I'm working on the last and final shade in this palette for me to completely complete this palette. And this is the one I've used the least. I do think I'm so super close, but I've only used this twice. So this is what it's looking like now, and obviously you can see from last month if it's changed. I mean, if you look next to it, I feel like I'm pretty deep down there. And I just don't think too many more uses are needed. I do think had I used it maybe one extra time, I think I would have hit pan. It isn't my favorite shade, and it is why I never ended up hitting pan in this when I had it as my pan nap palette. So it's definitely my least favorite, and that's why I just haven't been gravitating towards it, but I really want to complete this palette. I really want to. It's just like, it would be my first completed palette where I have a pan in every single shade and obviously a finished shade. Like, I've really put my time and effort into this palette, so it would please me a lot if I got there. So I'm going to keep it in, even though I'm not really enjoying it. I don't want to hate pan. I always say don't hate pan, but exceptions can be made for shades like this that have purpose. This is a purposeful shade. So I'm keeping it in, but yeah, I've only used it twice. I am melting away right now, so if it looks that way, it is that way. Okay, so I'm gonna make it through, but I'm struggling. All right, the next shade I want to talk about is in my Muse palette from Cosmic Beauty. This one I also only used twice, but for good reason. I actually finally hit pan in this shade, which is called Sweet Pea. I feel like I've been working on this shade for so long now. It is such a pretty shade. I was pairing it with the shade that I was working on in my pan nap palette in order from the Hooded Mercury Retrograde, and I hit pan in that other one, and then I finally hit pan in this one after just 2 more uses. And then you can see I haven't gone into it since, but I could, if I went into it more, that pan would have expanded because it's very thin around it. I mean, same for the Water Lily shade. It's just like, once I hit pan, I'm like, okay, my mission complete. I have too many eyeshadows. I can't focus on this one, but yeah, I had 3 pans in here. Did I not put this as an option for a pan nap palette last year? If I didn't, I think this would be a great option to do for next year. It's in my list of potential candidates. Obviously, I always ask you guys to vote towards the end of the year, so we'll see. I'll put a whole video together, but I won't do that until around November time. But yeah, the more I'm looking at it, like I feel like I could have potentially done my makeup look with this palette as well. I think I could have. This makeup look did take me a long time, but I'm seeing the shades that I could have used. I could have easily gone into Antique, maybe went into Softly as well under Antique, and then these browns, and then this one, like, because this is kind of a plummy brown. I could absolutely have done this look. Maybe it would have turned out even prettier. Who knows? But yeah, I feel like this could be a good pan nap palette. But anyway, for my pan those eyeshadows, I'm rolling this one out. And it took me about this many times to hit pan because I don't know at the top of my head. Okay, next up we have the shade in my Desert Monsoon. It's the shade Thunder. I've gone into this 4 times. It is this shade right here. I don't know why I'm showing you like this. But there's nothing really to show. Like, I don't know if the light's hitting it properly, but there's a little bit of indentation here in this one, but not a lot. I think it's going to take me a long time to hit pan. I actually was cursing myself the other day. I was like, why? Because I chose the shade in this palette. And I could have chosen any of these pretty shimmers, and I chose a really, really, really dark cool tone brown that almost looks black on the lid. So I've been using it a little bit like a liner because I think that's the best way to use it, but it's so cool tone. It does look black, so it can look a little stark. If I use a more of a blending fluffy brush, it doesn't look as pretty as I expect it to look sometimes because it is so cool tone. But yeah, I've gone into this 4 times. I'm melting. I'm melting away. Okay, then we have the Tista Season. This is also Cosmic Beauty, and I rolled the shade in last month. It is the shade Ribbon. I have a little bit on in my inner corner today, and this is what it looks like so far. So I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of dip there. I went into it 5 times this last month. So Cosmic Beauty typically doesn't take me too long, but obviously the Sweet Pea took me, actually the Sweet Pea I think is the shade that took me the longest to hit pan on, because I'm really only putting this in my inner corner as like a pop of brightness there. And I'm using smaller brushes. I think I will be able to hit pan in this faster, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm enjoying it so far, so I'm glad I picked it. Okay, then my last one is in my Aurora Struck from Colourpop, and I'm working on the shade Journey right here. I don't know if you can see any difference there, but this one I've also gone into 5 times this month. It's a little bit of a dip, but you know, Colourpop takes a long time, and I know how deep these shades can go, so I know it's nowhere near, and I think it's definitely going to be closer to 20 uses on this one. I don't know, we'll see how lucky I get. I have been putting it in my inner corner a few looks as well. I will do, you know, all the looks I did in August in my video where I recap every palette that I used in the month, and I always post that at the beginning of the following month. So I don't put my looks in these videos because they just take too long. It just takes too long. But if you really want that, please let me know. Maybe I will dedicate time to do that. But yeah, I feel like by putting it in the inner corner, maybe it's helping me get a more pointed dent in there, but I don't know. I think it's gonna take long. It's Colourpop, like I said, so I'm enjoying it. So anyway, I have 4 shades that are staying in. I have 1 shade that is rolling out. I really, you know, if this weren't the palette that it is, if this was a different palette and I was working on that blue and I didn't really enjoy it the way I'm enjoying I'm feeling right now, I would roll it out. But because it is my Stone Vibes, it is the last pan that I need to hit in this palette, I've made it a mission for myself to do it, so it's staying in. Okay, so to pick my next shade, I'm going to roll a random number. I have all of my my eyeshadow in a spreadsheet, and I have 1,465 shades. I know it sounds disgusting. That does include all of my Colourpop singles I depotted, but still it doesn't sound great. It sounds bad. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to pick a number out of that, and then I'm going to pull that palette and then choose the shade. Unless the shade that is rolled is an amazing shade, I don't really know. So let's just go for it. 371. I have my palettes categorized alphabetically, not by oldest to newest, so I have no idea what this is. Oh, okay, so it's actually pulled a Colourpop single. So scrap what I just said. We're gonna grab this single. Why not? Let's have a look at it. I need to find it. Okay, so I have my Colourpop singles in here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, so it is from the main Squeeze palette, and it looks like a red. It's called Some Like It Hot or something like that. So I have these all like randomized. They're not in the right places, so I'm gonna try to find it. It's gonna be probably in this second tier here where all the reds are. So let me find it, and I think it's a matte. Okay, here it is, Like It's Hot. I found it instantly. Isn't that fun? We have a few more weeks left of the summer. I'm going to roll this in. I might hate myself for it, but I'm going to roll it in. Why not? Okay, so like I said, this is from the main Squeeze. I did depot that palette, and I think I kept maybe 7 shades. So that is the shade right there. Let me just swatch everything else. Okay, so here is my new color story. It is definitely not the prettiest. I mean, that red, like I had Cool Tile on a color story, and then I had this one, which you can barely see on my hand, but that one has just been rolled out, and now we're adding red. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You know what? I used to have always one Colourpop single in my pan those eyeshadows, and then I stopped doing it, but maybe this design I need to do it. I was always gonna have 4 palettes and then one Colourpop single, and then I can't remember why I decided to stop doing that, but I did. Maybe it just got too hard. Maybe, I don't really know. But where is my single? Here it is, here it is. I lost it. Yeah, we're gonna be working on this one, obviously, as well as all of these. Now, I don't mind using red eyeshadow because I think it can look really pretty with orange, it can look really pretty with pink. So I'm not opposed to it, it's just not something that I wanna use all the time. I also have used red for some kind of a wing or like a liner effect. I think that can be really pretty if you have like a very basic eye look and then you put a pop of red somewhere. I think that can look really pretty and maybe a good way to use a red. So we're gonna see. Yeah, so I'm excited because, you know, my Colourpop singles don't get that much use. I did a no pan left behind on them last year, but that was a year ago now, and so they're all collecting dust again, so I need to continue using them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you in my next video very soon. We have a big one coming up tomorrow. It will be a long one. Anyway, thank you so much. Bye!